Standard 4th Subject Maths. Hello students, today we are going to learn about the topic circle and parts of circle. Before starting a topic, let's recall what you have learned in previous class with the clock. Look at this clock. See the hands of a clock at 3 o'clock. Can you tell me which angle it makes? Yes, the answer is right angle because it measures 90 degrees. See the hands of a clock at 5 o'clock. Can you tell me which angle it makes? Yes, the answer is obtuse angle because it measures greater than right angle. See the hands of a clock at 11 o'clock. Can you tell me which angle it makes? Yes, the answer is acute angle because it measures less than right angle. Now let's start today's topic, circle. What is a circle? It may be little difficult to define it exactly, but we already know what a circle is. The coin or the CD are round or circular in shape. So, is a ball circular in shape? We do represent it as a round or circular in shape when we draw it on a paper. But a ball is not circular in shape. Instead, it is a sphere. It is a three-dimensional shape and occupies space. So, a circle is a two-dimensional shape. It can be drawn on a plane surface like paper, etc. Let us understand more about circle and then define it precisely. What is the difference between the wheel of this bicycle and the wheel of this tricycle? Yes, the wheels of bicycle are bigger. And in this case, the wheels of this tractor are bigger than the wheels of this bicycle. Right, children? All the wheels are circular in shape. If someone asks you what makes a difference between a smaller wheel and a bigger wheel, let us understand it. Look here, one student standing at one place holding one end of the fully stretched rope, and the second student moving around the first student holding the other end of the fully stretched rope. This way, the distance between the two children remains the same, which is the length of stretched rope. And as we saw, the second student moving in a circle, and they drew a circle using this rope. Interesting way to draw a circle, isn't it? Next, we can see the other two children using a longer rope, and what is the difference it makes? Look, the second child is now moving in a bigger circular path. Bigger the rope, bigger the circular path covered, or the circle drawn by the second child. Understood? So, this is how they got a bigger circle. You know, the second child was moving around the first child. We say the first child was standing at the center of the circle they were making. Let's call the center of the circle as point O. If we take any point, say X, on the circle, the distance from the circle to any point on the circle is always same, which is the length of the rope used for making the circle. This distance between this point X on the circle and the center, which is the point O, is same as a distance between this point Y and the center point O. And if we see the distance between point Z and the center point O is also the same. This distance called the radius of the circle. We can say any line segment with one end point at the center of the circle and the other end point on the circle is called the radius of the circle. Now, Look at the center of this wheel. See, all the spokes of this wheel originate from the center of the wheel and end at the rim of the wheel. Take any point on the rim of the wheel. Its distance from the center is always the same. This distance between point A and the center is same as the distance point B, which is also on the rim of the wheel and the center. This distance is called the radius of the circular wheel. Hence, the length of all the spokes are the same. So now you must have understood the radius of tractor's wheel is greater than the radius of bicycle's wheel, and bigger the radius, bigger is the circle we get. You know, a straight line which connects two points lying on the circle is called the chord. Look, point M and point N are situated on the circle. If we connect point M and N with straight line, then it would be a chord. Is radius a chord? No. One end point of the radius is the center of the circle, which is point O, and it is not situated on the circle. Hence, the radius is not a chord. If we extend the radius, it will meet at a point on the circle. Now, it is a chord which is chord XY. In fact, it is the longest chord of the circle. So, the chord which passes through the center of the circle is called the diameter. A diameter of the circle is the longest distance across the circle. Hence, it is called the longest chord of the circle. Here, point O is the center and X and Y are the 2 points on the circle. As the distance between the point O and X and the distance between the point O and Y are the same, which is equal to the radius of the circle, we can say the line segment XY is twice the line segment OX. Thus, the length of diameter is twice the length of radius of the circle. We can say D equal to 2R, where D is the diameter and R is the radius of the circle. The boundary or the edge of the circle is called its circumference. If you walk around the circle like a circular path, you covered a distance which is equal to the length of the boundary of the circle, its circumference. See, in the picture, the red dotted line shows the circumference of the circle. Let's now learn how to draw a circle. To draw a circle, we use a compass. A compass has 2 arms, a metal arm and a pencil arm, connected by a hinge. Step 1. Keep the metal point of the compass firmly on a fixed point. Step 2. Stretch the arm of the compass that hold the pencil. Step 3. Move the pencil arm around, keeping the metal arm fixed. Hey, look, we have drawn a circle. Now, let's draw one more circle, but this time with a radius of 4.5 centimeters. Step 1. Use a ruler to set a distance between both the arms as 4.5 centimeters. Step 2. Place the point of the compass on a fixed point. Step 3. Move the pencil arm around to draw the circle. To sum up what we learned today, what is a circle? A circle is made up of points on a given plane or a surface that are at equal distance from a fixed point, and the fixed point is called the center of the circle. And what is radius? Any line segment with one end point at the center and the other on the circle is called the radius of the circle. What is the chord? A line segment with its end point on the circle is called the chord of the circle. What is the circumference? The length of the curved line forming the boundary of the circle is called the circumference of the circle. Here it is shown by the red dotted lines. And lastly, what is the diameter? The chord that passes through the center is called the diameter of the circle. Its length is twice that of the radius. Your homework is: first, draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. Second, draw a circle and show by an arrow center, circumference and chord. Hopefully you enjoyed today's class.